Thanks for inviting us in. It's 11 o'clock, and we want to begin tonight with this new battle brewing in Morgan County over what seems to be an unwelcome neighbor. A proposed data center, which already got the green light to be rezoned earlier this year, tonight is asking for more land. Alex Almanza is at tonight's public hearing, where some moments got pretty heated.
It was a case of deja vu as the attorney for the former Google project in Franklin Township showed up here in Morgan County for a separate project where residents pushed back.
I'm talking to you now, so calm down, sir. I want to know.
A special hearing on the subject of rezoning more land for a secret data center project near Monrovia drew an overheated crowd. The county's Advisory Plan Commission hearing public comment on what is being dubbed Project Louie to rezone 158 acres of land on top of the 390 that has already been approved for rezoning. On Monday, the attorney for the project, Joe Caldron, saying the additional acreage came from the developer partially out of the blue as an opportunity for future investment, adding the commitments to the quality of life are up to standard.
If we fail to live up those standards, you have the power. You can ask your Plan Commission attorney. If we don't meet our standards, we can be sued, we can be shut down. There is recourse, fines, injunctive relief available, so they are not empty promises.
Residents argue the amount of water, power, and land they use is not beneficial to the community.
I will not let my grandchildren, great-grandchildren, any of them go outside when all that starts. I don't know what that's going to do to them. What's it going to do to our pigs? What's it going to do to the bees? What's it going to do to the chickens? They don't care.
Now, this deal is not set in stone yet. Now that the plan commissioners have given a positive approval of this proposal, it now goes to the Planning Commission on October 6th, where this process continues. In Morgan County, Alex Almanza, 13 News.
New tonight, a man is now under arrest in Oklahoma for a deadly hit and run that killed a teenager 15 years ago here in Indianapolis. Police say 36-year-old Israel Espinosa slammed into the back of an SUV that was stopped at a traffic light. Megan Ratliff was riding in that SUV. Her sister was driving. The collision flipped their SUV, sending Megan through the driver's side window, killing the 16-year-old. This was the scene at the intersection of Shelby and Madison Streets back on November 27th of 2010. Police tell us Espinosa had been on the run ever since, but all of that changed last Friday when the FBI here in Indianapolis got some information indicating Espinosa was in Oklahoma City. So they coordinated with authorities there who took him into custody later that day. That crash tore apart a close-knit family. We talked with Megan's sister Kayla in the days after the crash.
When I looked in the mirror and I seen that car going about 70 miles an hour and the impact, and we were both screaming. This is where I'm trying to catch her. My hand went through the window with her, but I couldn't catch her. And I couldn't push a truck off the top of her.
A warrant had already been issued for Espinosa's arrest on multiple counts, including reckless homicide. Now, according to the FBI, Espinosa had previously been deported and then re-entered the country illegally. Tonight, he's in Oklahoma, awaiting extradition to Indiana. Tonight, some families are on edge after a potential threat to Westfield High School drew an enormous police response today. Police tell us they found no credible threat, no shots fired, no one hurt, and no one arrested. But the call created a flurry of concern today. We talked to one of the students there who told us he heard some other students talking about staying home tomorrow. Police say they detained some students during the initial response just out of caution, but they say those students were cleared and released. Police say there is nothing to indicate they were involved in any way. They're urging people not to spread rumors that they see online. Tonight, we want to take a closer look at a pair of Cumberland shootings with one noteworthy thing in common: self-defense. Police say a woman shot and killed a man Sunday near Dunshine Drive. They say she told them he was trying to sexually assault her. Investigators tell us she's cooperating with the case. Now, just a couple of days earlier, Cumberland police responded to Knoll Ridge Apartments in that same neighborhood. A man told officers he shot someone trying to break into his house. We talked to police about these similar cases that happened so close together.
While they're tragic incidents, we have, people making poor decisions, and then we have two other individuals that were forced into a traumatic situation, and they're going to have to learn how to deal with that.
Man shot in the alleged break-in tonight is in critical condition. Angela?
Scott, skies are clear on this Monday night. Temperatures in the 60s and 70s right now in Indianapolis. We have 73. Just about everybody else in the 60s, including Bloomington right now 64, Terre Haute 65, Lafayette 69, and 60 degrees in Muncie. Overnight temperatures will drop into the 50s, lower 50s north and east, upper 50s south and west. Nothing weather-wise to slow you down early tomorrow morning. Sunrise is at 7:40. Morning temperatures in the 50s. Afternoon highs with sunshine, mid-80s.
Feeling like summer. Angela, thanks so much. Tonight, Indiana Democrats sat down with Hoosiers to share thoughts about redistricting and to hear what voters have to say. Our Logan Gay was there and joins us in the studio tonight. So, Logan, what was their message?
Well, Scott, the main message from Democrats is that mid-decade redistricting suppresses voters' voices. But it's not just that. They say it's also a bad financial decision for the state.
Hoosiers came from near and far for a discussion about the Republican push to redraw the state's congressional map and how it could impact them.
I feel like we're having our rights taken away. I feel that decisions are being made that aren't for the common good.
A trio of House Democrats hosted the town hall. They say it was an opportunity for voters to ask questions and voice concerns.
We would go from 7 Republican and 2 Democrat seats to very likely 9 Republican and 0 Democrat seats in our state. And keep in mind, Democrats range from 40 to 45% of Hoosiers at any given time in recent elections. And so those folks wouldn't be represented at all in Congress.
Democratic Caucus Chair Carrie Hamilton says calling the special session to redistrict would come at a cost, anywhere from $50,000 to $100,000 a day. Now, nothing is set in stone. 13 News recently talked to Governor Mike Braun, who said to call a special session, there's got to be buy-in. But he said he thinks the state is headed in that direction.
I think people have been considering it, seeing how it plays out in the big picture, and I think there's more of an appetite for it, but I don't think that's been whipped or counted. I think we're still getting there.
Louis Burgess says this meeting inspired him to do his part and have his voice be heard.
If we don't speak up and speak out and recognize what is going on and take our fair share of our democracy back, I'm saying at the end of the day, they feel like they don't care about us.
Because nothing is set in stone, Representative Hamilton says this means there's still time for Hoosiers in both parties to call their legislators and the governor's office and tell them what they think. The governor previously told us if there is a special session, it could happen anytime between early November and January. In the newsroom, I'm Logan Gay, 13 News.
Here's a look at the other stories making headlines right now. Governor Mike Braun just denied clemency for a man on Indiana's death row. Roy Ward raped and murdered 15-year-old Stacey Payne in July of 2001. Now, barring a last-minute legal reprieve, Ward will be executed before sunrise on October 10th at the Indiana State Prison in Michigan City. Investigators confirmed tonight a 20-year-old man was shot on the southeast side of Indianapolis. They say that Kentavon Patterson showed up at a hospital where he died. But police tell us the shooting happened at a gas station along Southeastern Avenue near Minnesota Street Sunday morning. Police believe the shooter and victim knew each other, but have not elaborated on what may have led to the gunfire. Community members helped raise more than $108,000 in honor of a fallen Beech Grove police officer. This week marks 25 years since Officer Bill Toney died in the line of duty. The money brought in over the weekend will help provide bullet-resistant windshields for Beech Grove patrol cars. There's a new resource in Indianapolis tonight for young adults experiencing homelessness. 91 Place just opened up an emergency shelter. There is space for 8 people who can stay up to 3 months. The people behind the shelter tell us there are already 200 people on the wait list. Remember, you can find all of our latest local stories anytime on our 13 News app.